Have you done a lot of the combat in like full plate mail with like a lot, training blades and stuff? Steel training blades?
Yes, I've done HEMA, and with HEMA, it's the full steel.
Mhm.
Um, with and again with the full steel, you are not there to to hurt them, but with like HEMA, the idea of HEMA is once you hit the ground, then the fight is done. So HEMA, there's a lot of leg strikes. There's a lot more leg strikes. There's a lot more arm strikes because you're trying to take their weapon away and then sweep their leg so that they'll hit the ground.
Mhm.
You know, especially in the melee fights, which a melee fight consists of 10 fighters or more.
Mhm.
And when I say 10 fighters, I mean 10 fighters on either side or more. And the melee fight will end when one team is standing.
Yes, sir. When you say coming down to the ground, is that knee on the ground or is that shoulder blades on the ground or
That's knees, one knee on the ground. As soon as one knee hits the ground, then they are considered done.
yes, sir.
It's
Now there's several different games. HEMA is take them out. You have what I specialize in is jugging.
Yes.
Basically, jugging is you take basketball, rugby, throw them together, and then add sword and shields into the mix. And then with that, we are we're using a foam weapon ish. It's only about quarter inches foam on a oak uh, core.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
And with that, there are certain areas that are considered kill shots. Arm and leg is considered a kill shot. Two arms is considered a kill shot. Two legs is considered a kill shot. Anything in the torso area is also considered a kill shot. Okay. And then with that, once you are dead, you go down to your knees, and there's a 5 count. There's actually somebody that is counting, and what they do, they count what is known as stones. So you'll hear a stone counter going 1 stone, 2 stones. So once you're considered dead and down, you'll listen to the count, and from the time you're dead to 5 stones, that's when you're able to come back up.
Mhm.
So let's say I died on stone 5, I would listen to the stone counter, and as soon as he comes up with 10 stones, then I would be able to get back into the game.
Yes, sir. That's a lot to keep in your mind while you're running around the battlefield. And
Uh, yeah, jugging is it's a very fast paced strategic game because with jugging you have it's 5 on 5. Each individual person has a different weapons combination.
yes,
You
sir.
have Drive, who is sword and shield. You have Chain, who is either flail, or they can use up to an 18-foot long uh, ball and chain.
Yes, sir.
You have Florentine, which is two weapons of some sort. They can use axes, swords, uh, bludgeoning weapons. It's up to them as to what they want to use. Then you have your heavy, which is a pole arm. Uh, you do have you've got pole arm, you've got spear, you've got great axe, but it's usually at least a 12 foot long pole. And then you have your quick. Your quick is uh, he's the most important part of the game, but he's also got to be the craziest one in the game because the quick has no weapons whatsoever. So yes, his weapons are his feet and and his mind. Because again, like I said, it's a very fast paced game, and when you're in the game, you have to strategize with your team against the other team. How are we going to score during all the chaos of battle. You have to remember where you've been hit. You have to remember your hit counts.
Yeah,
And then you always have to remember, where is my quick, so that we can continue our strategy.
the referees must be pulling out their hair trying to figure all that out, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The referees,
I mean, I've done a lot of the refereeing for bouts and stuff, and it's hard enough seeing points, let alone seeing points for 10 people on either side, and then trying to figure out what's going on with people flying through. I mean, that must be just
oh yeah, it's
uh,
there's been many a ref that are trying to watch what's going on, and they get run over because, well, they didn't see everybody coming, but it's part of the chaos of battle,
yeah. Is
as
it
they say, the fog of war.
honor in battle in that where it's like, okay, I got hit, I'm out, or does it get very competitive and people, try to pretend that they didn't get hit when they really did?
Oh no, in the world's competition, because jugging is actually an international sport, and at worlds it gets very, very competitive. um I was at worlds in 2012 and 2013, and the Australians are the ones that are known for being the craziest. I've seen Australians uh, get hit in an elbow, get hit in an arm, and you're like, your arm is broken. He's like, yeah, but the game's not over. But it does get very competitive. Um, but the thing that I love most about jugging, no matter what competitive level you're at, it's a friendly competition. Um,
Sure.
during the game, I'm going to beat you to death, but after the game, I'm gonna hug you, and we're gonna go out, we're gonna have drinks, and we're gonna be friends.